7-day blog challenge. Day number 4, setting up a mailing list and going live with your second blog post. Now in this video, we're going to be showing you how to create a mailing list for your website. And a mailing list is extremely important to have because more than 70% of the people that come to your website aren't going to come back. And it really has nothing to do with the content on your site. It's just that there's so much information already out there and people will probably forget about it. So one of the best ways to get these people to come back to your website is by getting them to give you their email address and subscribing to your newsletter. And then after that, I'm going to walk through the process of setting up your second blog post. To get started, we can take a look at our existing blog. We can see everything that we have now in place. Based on the last video, we have our blog post, we have our logo, we have our nice theme in place. We can click over to our latest blog post. And as you can see, this section on the right side, it would be great if we could add a subscription form here so that when someone comes to our website, they could submit their email and then join our mailing list. And that way we can send out a mailing to them whenever we have something important to say, or even whenever we launch a new blog post. So to set this up, we actually need a mailing list provider. Just like how we set up web hosting, we need someone to actually host our mailing list as well. And who I recommend for this is ConvertKit. So you can go to their website through my promotional link at blogging.org/ConvertKit, and it will send you to this page. And before we actually go through the process of signing up and creating our subscription form, I want to show you the pricing as well, because there is a cost associated to this, just like there is with setting up your web hosting. Now, it's very cheap actually, because when you build a mailing list, the value of subscribers to your website, that's going to be huge over time, because if you have a product or service to sell, or maybe you wrote a new blog post recommending a product through affiliate marketing, these people are going to want to hear what you have to say, come back to your website, and it's really going to grow the value and relationship with your audience. So as you can see, the cost is $29 per month to get started, and that's going to allow you to grow a list of 0 to 1,000 subscribers. And then as you add more subscribers over time, it'll actually increase in price. But as you can see, the more subscribers you have, the more money you'd probably be making from your website. So now let's head back to the main page and actually create an account. To do this, all we have to do is click Get Started. And it will actually send you to the page where you can click which one you want to get started with. So we can do the first one because that's the best way for somebody to get started. And then you're going to walk through the process of creating your account. As you can see, I already have one set up. So what I'm going to do instead is click Login. So I just set up this account so I could show you guys right now how we're actually going to build a form, place it on our website, and start getting subscribers right away. So once you're logged into your ConvertKit account, the first thing we have to do is click the Create a Form button. Next, we're going to click on the A Form button again, and then we're going to choose what style we want to put on our website. Right now, we can just go with this one because that would work fine for how I'm going to show you how to set this up within WordPress. So we want to collect the person's first name and their email address, and they're going to have the subscribe button. So all of this looks perfect. We can now click on the Save button. The next thing we have to do is actually add this form to our blog. So to do this, we would click on Settings. So now that our list and form is actually created, the first thing we need to do is give our form a name. So I'm just going to title this Zach Johnson Net Newsletter. We'll then go to Save Form. And the next thing we need to do is actually add the form to our blog. So to do that, I'm going to click on the Embed button right here. Click on WordPress, and it's going to tell us to download and install the ConvertKit plugin. So to do that, all we have to do is go back to our WordPress, go to Plugins, Add New, search for ConvertKit, and it's actually going to appear right here. Now we just have to click the Install button. We're going to activate it. And then we're going to go to the settings. Now, once we get to this page, it's going to ask us for some information. It's going to ask for the API key. And all we need to do is click this and it's going to show us right away what we need. It brings us over to ConvertKit. We can copy this, go back to our page, paste it in. And then we need our API secret code. For that, we can click this button again. And we click here where it says show, because that's going to be our API secret, and that's for setting up list subscriptions. So now we just go back again. And after that, we can then simply click on the newsletter title that we just created. So the ZachJohnson.net newsletter. Everything now looks good, so we can click on Save Changes. So now let's head back to the blog and see how everything looks. As you can see, everything is still the same, but when we're done with this next step, we're going to have a subscription form in this section right here. So next we have to go to the Appearance section and click on Widgets. Since we just installed the ConvertKit form, all we have to do is grab it from right here, move it to wherever we would like it, select the newsletter we want people to join, and then we can give it a title as well. And this can be as simple as subscribe to my newsletter. Click on Save. Now let's head back to our website. Now you can see a subscription form is right on your website. So if anybody fills out this form, just like this, and then clicks on the subscribe button, and as you can see it says success. Now check your email to confirm your subscription. Head over to my email account and we can see that it says important, confirm your subscription. Click this button and you are then subscribed to the mailing list. And we can also head over back to our ConvertKit members account and see that we have one new subscriber on our mailing list. So this is everything you need to do in order to set up a mailing list and subscription form on your website. It's extremely easy, and in the later videos, I'm actually going to be showing you how to make this look a lot more fancy, have a pop-up window, and even integrate subscription forms right within your content. So now that I showed you how easy it is to add a subscription form to your site and build a mailing list, now I'm just going to walk through the process of once again adding a new blog post to our website, because we want to be able to have great content on our site that we can continually reference to, which attracts new audiences and ranks higher in the search results. So you probably remember how to add a blog post to your website, but if not, I'm going through the process again. So here we are in the dashboard area. We can go to Posts, Add New. I'm going to come up with a title. How to pick a niche and domain for your blog. And then I'm also going to import some content that I wrote here just to make it easy so you don't have to watch me type all this out. And again, we have a lot of content here, so we need to add some images and really make this look a lot better by formatting it. First thing we can do is italicize this. I'm going to add an image right now. As you can see, we have some domain names, so we can just let this sit right at the top of the page. Then if we want to add another highlight right here, we can make this an H3 tag since we're talking about something new. And again, we have some highlights here for bullet points, and that looks better italicized. And we can also link to some other websites. So down here at the bottom, I say, when you're ready to register your domain name and set up your web hosting, simply follow my guide at blogging.org. So let's make that an actual link. And something else we want to do is link to the previous content that we already created. So right here we have starting a new blog. Since we just wrote an original article and the first one on the blog, which talks about how to start a blog, all we have to do is type in the word blog and it's going to show us the first article that we wrote. So we can just click that, go like that, and now people can start navigating through our website by basically reading our content, and whenever we recommend something for them, they can click it and go to that original source. So again, we're going to pick the blogging resources as the category. We can scroll down and also see the Yoast SEO settings. We can fill these out real quick to make them even better. And once that looks good, we can also add a featured image to the page. So we're going to drag over one more image. Click on the Get Featured Image. Scroll up again, make sure everything looks good. And then we're going to click the Publish button and it's going to go live on our blog. Now let's click on the View Post button and we can see what this looks like right now on our site. So here we have everything in place. We got our nice title. We have this link, which if we click, we'll go back to our original article. So now we have links that are going back to the other articles on the website, helping people walk through that process. We have our image in place. We got some nice bullet points here. And then we give people the option to actually click on the link and then learn how to start a blog of their own. And you can also see we have another subscription form right here. This is in place because we added the ConvertKit widget. And of course, we also have the subscription form at the top right corner of this page. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you in this video of day 4. You now have a good idea on how to create content for your website. People are going to start coming to your blog, and you need to get them on your mailing list because most people aren't going to come back. Your mailing list is so important, and if you add just one subscriber to your mailing list every day, that's 365 people a year. And if you start adding 100 people a day, that's 36,000 people a year that could be on your mailing list. And who knows what type of money or opportunities that could be a result of something like that. So follow these steps. Look at the PDF in the members area. It walks you through all of this step by step and how to set it up. And as always, don't hesitate to contact me because I am here to help you create a successful blog.